We are previewing UFC 158 here at SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. I'm joined by Nick Kalikas, professional MMA oddsmaker, and Miguel Iturrate of MMAoddsbreaker.com. Now we're going to talk about Mike Ricci and Colin Fletcher. And, Ricci is a minus 280 favorite. And as we were talking a little bit off camera, this is one of those fights where it seems like they're trying to give Ricci a win. And in those kinds of fights, I do like to side with the people who are trying to give someone a gift and take the favorite. I think I would take Ricci even at minus 280. Miguel, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's the case. I think this fight is, I don't know if the word mismatch is the correct, maybe it is, because the bottom line is I think Ricci, at least, they've got a similar record. They're, similar experience in the ring and stuff. But I think Ricci's competed at a slightly higher level, and he's also training with a lot better people. The scene in England hasn't quite developed as fast as the scene in the United States, and in general, the athletes seem to be further ahead in North America than in England. And I just see Fletcher as a limited fighter, with a little bit of a brawling style that Ricci will be able to handle.
Right, I agree with you. I mean, Fletcher's okay. He's not bad, but I think it's an obvious gimme here. Nick, where'd you open this line?
It's been staying steady, actually. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of action on this fight.
That's
yeah,
what I would guess.
I'm assuming that we're going to see the line climb up as well a little bit with parlays, especially as it goes. So if anything, it's probably going to climb up. I don't think it's going to get too far out of hand, though. But the betting public does love Ricci as well. That's another thing to take in consideration. So it might hit maybe 3.5, 4 to 1 by fight day. But I don't think it should hit that much. I think it lines about right where it is.
Yeah.
Only because Ricci does have a few flaws in his game as well. I mean, they did make this matchup, I agree. It's in Canada. He's one of GSP's boys, so they kind of made this match, I think, in favor of him a little bit. But Fletcher definitely has the ground game that could give Ricci a little bit of problems. I don't think he's going to be able to dictate where the fight goes, though. I think Ricci's going to be able to keep the fight on the feet, and on the feet he should be able to pick Fletcher apart, possibly finish him. He has to be able to avoid Fletcher's submission game. Submission game for Fletcher is a little unorthodox. So that's what I mean. If he gets caught in certain spots, then definitely Fletcher has that slim, not even a slim chance, a decent shot if it's a grappling battle to beat Ricci, but I think it's not going to happen. I think the Ricci, again, they kind of made this fight for him, like you guys said. I think he's going to probably keep the fight standing and maybe get a highlight reel type of knockout. But Fletcher is a solid fighter. And going back to what Miguel said about Europe, I think that the fighters in Ireland, the fighters in the UK, they are closing the gap a little bit on the North American fighters, though, a little bit. Their training is getting better. I think you're seeing them get more well-rounded. They're hungry to prove a point, and a lot of these foreign fighters in the last year or so have made big strides, I think, in closing that gap for sure. So I think that you can't really underestimate the Europeans coming in, because I do see a lot of progress from them, so they're looking pretty good in this fight. Unfortunately, though, I think Fletcher does go down.
Yeah, so. I think so too. If it were like minus 400, maybe I wouldn't do it, but minus 280, I think there's a little. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of value there. That's my pick on this one. Ricci. Miguel, what's your official pick on this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Ricci.
Okay, we all agree here.